The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was an interesting viewing experience.
How does that thing get around?
I don't know, dude. It makes no fucking sense.
And today, my friend and I are going to go through scene by scene to give you a breakdown of all the lore
Why was William in Nebraska, dude?
and the plot.
And they said that really subtly earlier in the movie. Drawings are so important to children. Hello, viewers.
Neither of us have seen the movie again a second time since its release, so we're also throwing in clips of our live reactions to the scenes. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the first episode of The Dreading Hour.
What are we
The dreading hour. It's finally here.
Oh, man. So we're talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, right?
Oh yes, the greatest movie that we've ever
The greatest
seen.
movie of all time. Okay, it was really fun to watch on opening night, though. We
but
had,
before
like, 15 people.
before we get into anything, we should address the movie. We enjoyed it. It's
fun to watch. It's like,
yeah.
it's not like I'm watching it and I expect it to be like Grand Budapest Hotel or something. I just it's a fun movie to watch.
We're not watching it with frowns on our faces, like, look at this. That's terrible. The worst.
Terrible. Oh, it's all dog shit, I tell you.
Yeah, so this is a new podcast, The Dreading Hour. So this is going to be much more long-form discussion, not so much like shit whizzing around the screen, or shoo, shoo, bloop, bloop, like that, you know.
Oh my god, it's the kid Leroy from your fucking child.
No little
your crying child video.
Humorous editing. All right, so real quick, let's give a blurb on what we thought of the movie before we break it down.
It was like solid, like 5.5, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 overall.
It's definitely not a bad movie. It was not made, and it wasn't boring. That's like one of the best things about it. I could say.
That's true.
And you could tell that they had a lot of love and care put into the movie. That was like, I'll always praise them for the set design and the animatronic suits and they had and everything like that. They were all like really well made.
Yeah, they definitely. Yeah, you can tell that there was passion in there. I remember what we said was that the in typical Scott Cawthon fashion, the plot doesn't really go anywhere, but has enough open doors to lead anywhere.
It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah, it doesn't know what it wants to be.
It doesn't know what it wants to be. I think it's because, like you said, like in Scott's usual fashion, he just doesn't have any confidence in his own story, and he's like, "I'm gonna see how the fans think of the story."
Well, that's literally what happened.
I
think he said he worked on script rewrites after the feedback. So
yeah, but didn't like the script for the first movie take like fucking 10 years?
Yeah, well, he got a bunch of really weird shit. There was one where like FNaF plushies overthrew Manhattan.
Like the Muppets movie?
Yes, yeah, literally. That was the point, yeah. So, and that was a real script somebody pitched to him.
Actually, that would have been so fucking cool. A Muppets Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Holy fuck. Scott, get on that.
No, please don't.
Yes. I can't wait for Kermit to be the night guard. Start singing.
Har, 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 har.
Freddy's.
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Starting off, first scene, right? There's a mall guard, right, attempting to flee from the pizzeria. Something captures him, I think, Foxy, and then he gets put in this chair that's just sitting there in the pizzeria.
The torture chair.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this. The chair is just there. It's just in the pizzeria.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Like, okay, first of all, like, not only that, why is that fucking torture device even in there to begin with?
That's what
Did nobody
what I'm
like
saying.
see that?
Yeah. Just like, oh, it's to cut pizzas with.
Yeah. Like the fucking health inspector came in and was like, "What's this for?" "Oh, it's the device that tortures you and tears your face off." And they just didn't say anything about it.
Classic Bill, you genius.
Who designed this?
This must be a William Afton.
Why is it shaped like that? Why is it crafted in such a manner?
Probably to cause as much pain as possible to get maximum nint.
Oh my god. Classic Bill. Classic William Afton.
So, I'm trying to think, like, so is that supposed to be that William Afton? Because I was talking, and we'll intercut clips of us reacting to the movie, like, between us talking.
Yeah.
I was talking to you. So is Will just running this as like a remnant farm for 30-year-old men?
I don't know, because what's the point of that chair, dude?
Because it has to be there for a like, it's just in a pizzeria. It's like we're not in the sister location bunker. That it would make sense. No, this is a restaurant.
Yeah, no. He just has that there. What was he doing with that? Because like already the kids went missing.
Yeah, so
Wait, the kids went missing at the pizzeria, and the cops didn't find that torture device. Wait a minute.
What could have been used to kill kids around here?
Interesting. There seems to be a lot of blades on this Freddy mask that seems to move towards the chair that has straps to it. Interesting.
Yeah, so he gets fucking killed by that thing that's there for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Afterwards, Mike Schmidt, we get his first scene that sets up his character, where he beats the actual fuck out of a guy who's
he decks that dude. Holy, he goes in for the kill too. He's punching.
Dude, he hit him with the Captain Falcon side special.
Yeah. He did not need to fucking slam.
No.
Oh my god, I forgot how crazy this was.
No, he beats the ass cheeks
He actually
off him, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, and now like, I get it. Like he has like the trauma, whatever, but like, I don't see a reason for him to be so brutal about it.
There wasn't any.
He doesn't have like violent tendencies throughout the rest of the movie, does he?
I don't think he hits anybody. Not even fucking purple guy.
Like it's just in that first scene where he just goes off the rails completely and beats the shit out of a random guy.
Yeah.
Like why?
Yeah, he didn't even stop to talk to him or anything.
No, yeah, he didn't stop and go like, "Hey," which is like what he could have done to avoid any potential issues. Because like what he saw was kind of like suspicious for somebody that had no context. Like, oh, this random child looks lost and alone. And he's like,
this random guy comes up.
I know of children that are lost and alone. And then he sees a guy just randomly pick up and take him. He's like, oh, I've seen a random guy pick up a lost and alone child before. And then
and it was my brother.
Yeah, it was my brother.
Funny enough. Yeah, but put that in your back pocket. And you already know what I'm talking about. But the way he acts there contradicts a decision he makes way later in the movie. It's very, very.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my.
So after this, Michael, he's fired. He needs a new job to make some bread. So he meets Steve Raglan.
Steve Raglan.
Why?
Why is William taking
Why
that
is he
job?
a fucking human resources hiring agent? What are we doing?
That this dude has developed technology far beyond the comprehension of anybody in like that time.
He
like,
should be
created
rich.
Fucking completely AI controlled robots that can walk around and operate on their own. He created a multifunctional version of an animatronic that could double as a suit. Like he could be he should
that
be
kills
rich.
you.
But whatever. He should be swimming in dough. He also owns a franchise restaurant. I mean, like he should be swimming in dough. Why is he a human? Like he had to have been doing it on purpose. He had to have been like, yes, I must scout. I must farm remnant.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing like I'm sure they'll talk about it in the next movie, but there's a fucking evil murder chair sitting in the kitchen or some shit, and he's working as a guy who's hiring people to come here. So I'm assuming he's just like, but wouldn't the police be like, hey, Will, why does everyone you hire die?
Why is he doing this, by the way? He should be a millionaire.
He created animatronics that were literally decades beyond anything.
And
that
he owns a franchise as well of multiple restaurants. Why is he?
Well, the restaurants that were really successful, I'm pretty sure, right?
Well, until he killed everybody.
Okay, well, yeah.
But he should still have money.
A ton of money stocked up.
Unless he had to like file suits, maybe. Lawsuits.
Didn't he have like Circus Babies, Wonder World?
Yeah, but that was literally designed to kill everybody, and I don't even think those things are. I hope they're not in this universe. The next movie, he's like, "You just had to find my remnant, Mike."
No. Interesting. Everybody you hire for this job gets fucking murked.
Yeah.
Like, does he just explain it as there like being like a high amount of like gang violence in the area or something, or maybe it's like, hey, this isn't really the best area, so like,
yeah, but,
the security guards
wouldn't they search the building? But the police are incompetent. They I'm saying when they search the building, but they somehow didn't think.
What if the entire police force in that area is just Vanessa? And that's it.
You know what? I would explain a lot. Yeah,
why absolutely nothing gets done.
but if he's a career counselor, doesn't that also mean that he's working with like other people on other jobs?
Yeah, like wouldn't somebody notice like, oh yeah, how did that guy that you were like trying to hire for that security job go? Oh yeah, he's dead. Or they could look it up and like
Yeah.
he died at the, or they could like, it would probably be on the news, I would assume, right? After so many people dying in one place,
I just
you would
think
figure
it's,
that
yeah.
that a news story would be like, wait a minute,
Hmm.
something's going on.
Yeah, maybe we
here.
should station people like around
Something
here.
malicious is brewing.
I just thought it was funny that he just has this job. He just works as a career counselor.
Yeah, like why?
In the books, he works as a guard outside the actual torn down pizzeria. That makes sense at least, because that has something to do with him.
I feel like one of the biggest issues with how they wrote him in this movie is that he has no
They
clear
didn't.
motivations. Yeah. He has literally no. He is not actually really a character. He's kind of like. He's like he's like Joker from Suicide Squad. Like, I'm an idea. Like he doesn't really like
Yeah.
do anything outside of just. He has 2 major scenes, like 3 scenes ish.
Yeah.
If you want to even call it that. And 2 of them he's just kind of talking and not really saying much of anything that's like tells us about him as a person. And the last time you see him, he's just a fucking psycho guy running around in his little fucking furry cosplay.
Look at the
suit.
Sigmas you've become.
Look at the Ohios you are. Jesus.
Oh my god. And Michael ends up taking the job so he can take care of Abby, his younger sister,
Abby.
which is good. That's a good character moment for him. That shows you what kind of person he is.
Yeah, like he didn't want to at first. I like that they made him have the decision to be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
I have no other options.
Mhm.
Even if I can't work nights, I gotta try to make this work so I can support Abby.
Yeah.
Because you know, like she's my sister. I need to support her. I'm like basically her dad.
Mm-hmm. Which, watch my theory. Michaels also acts as a parental figure in the games to somebody else, but he doesn't do nearly as good a job at it in the games because he's like 12.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the
He's the
like basically the
foxy
father.
brother.
Yeah, the foxy brother of
Hello.
the crying child, or
Yeah.
the bite victim. Is it the crying child, the bite victim, or is it both the same thing?
Same thing, doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you never know, dude. Every time I learn more about this game's fucking story,
Yeah,
the
you
more
just
the
learn it
less
through
sense
me.
it makes.
You just learn everything
Yes.
through me.
And it makes even less sense every single time.
Yeah. All right. So another thing about Michael, he likes popping perkies.
Yeah, he does. He's popping the perks at work.
Because he is trying to remember how his brother got kidnapped.
Because of dream theory.
Because of dream theory, lore. Yeah. So his brother got kidnapped in a different state. I think Nebraska. Yes,
It was Nebraska, yeah.
When he was
and he
when
has the poster of Nebraska on his ceiling to be
Yeah.
like, he's Nebraska maxing up there. I am in Nebraska, he says it in his mind as he goes to sleep.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, his brother got kidnapped there when they were little, and he's trying to use his subconscious, essentially trying to lucid dream, which we said was the dumbest idea ever, because he could just make something up and believe it. Like,
I'm shifting to Nebraska.
Yeah.
I'm shifting to Nebraska.
Looking up this thing on TikTok called reality shifting. I used to go to Nebraska in my mind so I can reimagine my little baby brother dying.
He's gonna go fuck Draco Malfoy.
He's so crazy for this. Like, he's like, I have to unlock the secret of his kidnapping in my dream. For all you know, fucking Bing Bong from Inside Out can come out there and steal your fucking brother. Yeah.
yeah. I think he's trying to
Like-
figure out the identity of the kidnapper.
It's like, you see, all the details are hidden inside of my mind. And it's like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
Like, after so much time, like, you would not be able to recall those details. I would
he
assume,
finally
right?
he gets to like the front seat of the kidnapping car, and it's like a fucking rainbow octopus.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I knew it was you, Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like,
You're
yeah,
supposed
dude,
to be a pacifist. You can't be doing this.
Like, you didn't see what the guy looked like. Your brain is not going to be able to discern who the guy was.
It's Ron Weasley, and the car starts flying away.
Come on, Harry, we gotta get.
Hurry, we're
You
gonna
become
kidnap his
Harry all of a
brother.
sudden. Hurry, we're going to kidnap his brother. Hurry, get in the car.
In our new Ford Anglia.
In our new 2004 Ford Anglia.
And don't forget to catch Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets coming to theaters near you.
So ridiculous.
Okay.
What was the like what like he had like they made a point to show that like all the details were like coming back to him every single time in the same way every time he dreamed. Like it starts off with like the soda can spilling.
Yeah, he's eating.
and,
It's a cookout with his parents.
Yeah, to cook. Yeah, like he remembers all those details really like perfectly, and then like as soon, when the car drives off, it has no license plate. Is that because he doesn't remember the license plate, or is that because it was just didn't have one at the time?
I think it could be either. I think William Afton could be purposely have taken it off. I think a bunch of stuff. Yeah, could be either of those.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
All right. However, there's something different now that he pops the perky. He meets 5 children with absolutely zero drip. Nothing much happens here other than the fact that they run away, and then Michael trips over a rock.
Yeah, Michael harasses the kids and trips over a rock that he crafted in his own dream.
Yeah, he tripped it over his own mind rock.
Mahler would be like, "There's a random rock in the middle of the dream forest." Wow.
This is a weird inconsistency.
I can't believe he tripped on the random rock.
Why would he craft that in his mind? It's his dream. And then Nerd Roddick would be like, one of those children was black.
I mean, unless like the children are influencing the dream, because we know they can affect him physically inside the dream world somehow. But like, I don't know, man. Well, he did trip over something, and like the moment he fell, he woke up in the real world. Maybe he was like sleepwalking or something.
Yeah, but it's weird because the injuries he sustains in the dream, he has in reality.
Yeah, because like right after that.
There's
right after the second dream, is it? Yeah, Vanessa's like, "You're bleeding." She says so weirdly.
Yeah. And there's those theories in the games that like shit you manifest with your emotions is real. That's I don't know, people in the comments will know. So the following day, we meet Matthew Patrick, game theorist.
Yeah,
that was so great. That was so great.
Dude,
that was a great.
In the theater, that was so fucking insane. We couldn't hear a single word of what he was saying.
People were screaming like Avengers Endgame, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it was
like, crazy. It was like movie of the year, baby, Oscar winner of the year, because of Matt Pat showing up. And then, for a brief moment, we didn't hear anything, but then they must have, like you said, like they must have
I think they boosted the decibels when he said it. He was like,
that was all theory. That's just a theory, and then everybody started losing their collective shit again. I don't think I had my voice the rest of the movie. I couldn't scream anymore.
Yeah.
Right, it was so funny.
Let's see.
The fucking mom is.
The mom is trying. Yes, yeah. The mom is trying to hire people. They first say that they're going to kill him,
which is insane because they're gonna do that for like a month.
$1,000. They said $1,000.
$1,000 a month, right?
I think it was just flat.
Oh no, they were gonna kill him for $1,000.
I think it was a flat like $1,000. Like fuck it, we'll kill this guy.
Fuck it, we'll kill him.
That's enough for bail, right? Yeah, I think so. Holy shit!
It's like but then like why did the aunt want the kid again? Is it because she wanted those
child support money? She wanted child support or government checks.
Jesus Christ!
Which she wouldn't get that much.
She would not. She would not get that much. Like that's insane. That's all she wanted Abby for was like, oh yes, $200 a month. Oh boy, oh good.
Here's my theory. Abby said that she's addicted to cigarettes, so the only reason that she wants custody is to get free cigarette money.
Free cigarette money. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So they agree to vandalize the pizzeria instead.
Yeah. So they wanted to make him look bad and get him fired or something, so that he would be forced to sign the separation clause or something
to show that he's incompetent and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Michael's shift that night.
Yeah.
And randomly, Vanessa pulls up to the establishment, and Vanessa in this movie serves the role of exposition warlord.
Exposition girl, yeah.
She walks up and is like, "Hey, Michael, did you know that this building was closed during the 1980s? Did you know the kids died?" No, I'm serious.
No. She says it like that, but like, did they like ask her to say it like that? Because she talks so ominously throughout the entire movie, like, "Hello, oh, you're bleeding. Did you know that children went missing here?" And it was like,
there's a theory that she's a robot, so I don't want to get into it. There's a theory that she's a robot person.
But like, didn't she bleed out at the end of the movie?
We never see the wound that she got stabbed in.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming the doctors that checked her stab wound were like, wait a minute.
You haven't read the books. Clearly, you have not read the books. A girl grew from infancy to adulthood, and she was a robot the whole time.
And she was around the entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, did they just like switch her like consciousness out in each
No,
book or something to like an older
they
version of
a
herself?
new like she died and then a new body awakened and walked out of a closet somewhere.
That's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Scott Cawthon. Scott Cawthon.
But anyway, but yeah, Vanessa's like hanging out with him for a while, and if I was him, I'd be like, yo, can you go away?
No, like, because, like, honestly, he has, like, the easiest job in the world, like, according to him. He's just sitting there for 8 hours just sleeping for money. That's what he's doing, basically.
I think she's right. I think she's written on purpose to be kind of like be a weirdo, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she had the best, like, childhood, so, I mean, I can't really blame her for acting weird.
No, I'm sure William Afton really cared. I'm sure he's a great guy deep down.
I'm sure he was not abusive or he
No,
did
no,
not
no
psychologically torment her in
gaslighting,
any
no
way.
gaslighting, no.
Yeah, no, not at all. Poor Guinevere Beck, bruh.
Now so the morning comes, which implies, by the way, that she stayed his entire like shift, the rest of his shift that night. I think he woke up at some point, and I think it was 4 a.m. or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. But she stays for 2 hours doing absolutely nothing but giving Michael exposition. And then, she leaves.
Oh yeah, because she shows him the animatronics and he's like, "This is the best thing you've ever seen in your life."
Yeah.
She says exactly like that.
I'm like the reason for that might be because it was just they don't know how to write dialogue. George Lucas was ghostwriting the film, or she's so obsessed with Freddy's just because her father is obsessed with it.
That's the thing. Like the dialogue in this movie is actually really fucking weird. I'm not gonna lie. Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of like really unnaturally flowing like scenes where the characters kind of just like yap at each other, and they don't like work off of each other. It's weird.
Interestingly, it doesn't look like William Afton hires a guard for the day, because once Michael leaves,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
They break in at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah. Like they're like, okay, it's showtime. Surely nobody will be over here. Like, so why have a night guard yet not a day guard? It's not like
Yeah.
it's already an abandoned building. You don't have people going.
It's not like it's
in
not
there.
occupied at any particular time of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I mean, I would assume you have cameras around the building to make sure that nobody's going inside of it.
Well, they have cameras.
Anyway.
They have cameras in the building, but during the
Yeah,
day,
yeah, so
nobody's
it's like-
monitoring them.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's very odd.
What is William's purpose?
So
man? Like,
the intruders head towards the building as soon as Vanessa leaves the parking lot. The cop literally leaves the parking lot, and they're like, "We're good."
Also, how did she not see the guy on the motorcycle? He was like out in a pretty open space from what
He was just chilling.
From what I
No,
saw.
he was just chilling.
He was just chilling. Vanessa was like, that's weird, and then just leaves.
Yeah.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
So the intruders go in. They fuck up everything, which I would argue is completely stupid. I think it'd be better if they stole all those vintage arcade machines.
They would have made so much more money
Yeah.
if they just stole that. They could have made like way more than $1,000 if they stole all those like pinball machines.
You know, and
those, like,
if you
vintage-
don't want to be suspicious and put like all 50 of them up on eBay at once, just put like 1 or 2 out a year. You could still make
Dude,
it good.
if like
More than $1,000.
if the animatronics weren't haunted and wanted to kill people, they could have like grabbed like pieces of those animatronics because like Friday Nights at Freddy's was apparently famous in this universe, right? It was like a huge franchise for a while before it shut down.
In the movies, yes. In the books, it's fucking ginormous. It's ridiculous. They have like fucking
it's like,
everything you could think of. Amusement parks,
I'm
water parks.
I'm sure that somebody would want like a first edition fucking Freddy animatronic that they could auction off somewhere. That would
of
give them
course,
so much fucking
with
money.
child corpse
Like,
included.
Yes, the child corpse included inside of it. Like the location itself. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, like they even like hinted like, oh yeah, this franchise was like big enough to where like people made like a
horror
like
attraction,
like a horror
house.
attraction
Yep.
inspired by it, using actual like real life stuff about it, and they like and the phone. What is it, like the phone guy or the phone dude or whatever he's called?
Yeah, he's all the guy. We got all this memorabilia.
Makes it seem like it makes it seem like it's like a big deal that they have all this stuff.
This is a big enough company to create a business that business would do well. A haunted house would be profitable based on
exactly.
Yeah.
And then like a bajillion years later, they create the Pizzaplex or whatever.
Yeah. So the intruders get fucked up by the kids, I guess, because they're destroying their home. Throughout the entire movie, we thought all the violent stuff was because they were being controlled by William Afton, and they say that later on, but I don't know. It seems like at least the Golden Freddy kid might have some violent tendencies already.
Yeah, I think you talked about this. What's with the inconsistency about their eyes glowing?
I don't know. Like
Because like you would assume that like when they're like being controlled by William or when Golden
I
Freddy
thought that's
is
what it
gonna be willing
was.
to them to do something, they would go all fucking
Yeah,
but they
because
don't.
in most of the scenes where they're doing evil shit, their eyes glow. But there are some scenes where their eyes
Where they don't.
they just don't glow. Like
Yeah.
the whole time Chica's leading Abby to get fucking spring locked, her eyes aren't glowing. But then the second she touches her, they are. Which is like, well, so what was the walk over here? Was that just that was just chill? That was just let's go a little walk, die.
Yeah, they were just walking around. I mean, the animatronics are like allowed to roam around at night, right? That was like the whole thing.
Yeah, but
So,
it
I mean,
literally
like,
took her
maybe-
hand and walked her to the evil torture room that's in the fucking back of
Yeah.
the place.
And then obviously Chica used the fucking magical nuclear powered cupcake to kill.
Oh
a
yeah,
motherfucker
yes.
in the
How
kitchen.
how does it? It's just like
How does it move?
you made the joke. Yeah, you're like he's got a rocket
Yeah.
propel cupcake.
He's got like a rocket thruster or something on the back of that chick, because there's no way in hell that thing can move around so fast.
Dude, I could see William Afton
Or at
doing
all.
that.
He's like in his little workshop, like making a cupcake. Like,
What do you
"Ooh,
think
yeah."
of this, Elon Musk?
Read him and weep, Elon Musk.
Chica to
Rocket-powered
space.
cupcake.
Chica to space.
Oh my god.
Remnant powered rocket.
Remnant powered rocket. Oh my gosh.
There's no Toreador March, surprisingly, in any of the scenes where the intruders are dying.
Wait, there's no what?
Freddy Fazbear music box, har har har.
Oh yeah. What that would have like yeah, that was another thing we talked about. That would have been the perfect time to do that. One of the most
Yeah.
iconic like aspects of the series in the first game was like boom boom ba boom 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 ba boom or whatever.
Yeah.
And just have like Freddy like pop out going it would have been sick, but no, they didn't do that.
Yeah. So eventually, Max starts to realize that they're taking 20 fucking years
It's just like, guys.
because I think she was their getaway driver or something.
They told her to stay like
In the
like ready
car.
to like let them leave. Just in case anybody she was like the lookout, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Like just in case like a cop or somebody drove by, she'd be like, "Hey guys, get the fuck out of there now." Which like if you're close, if like a cop or something was close enough to see you out in that very open lot, then you're fucked at that point anyway, because you're gonna get questioned and they're gonna find you.
Yeah, and she had a license plate,
breaking
I'm
in.
sure.
Yeah, for 100%.
Yeah. And so anyway, Max goes to the bottom room where there's this fucking creepy kid. And it's important. She's looking for Hank, I think, this grown, rather large man. And she decides that the best place to look for him is in Freddy's mouth.
Yes, yeah.
So
She's like, why did she decide to do that? What was the point?
well, there was a little kid, but like even the kid wouldn't. I don't know why she grabs a stool and looks in.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, oh, giant Freddy animatronic. That's weird. Where's the child? Where's my friend? Like, well, like, why is
Yeah.
she not like looking around the room? Why is she just
And
focused
the
on
little
Freddy there?
voice is going like, warmer. At this point, not only would I be fucking gone. White people always do this in horror movies, man.
yeah, no, it's the white people horror movie curse.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just like they gotta check it out. They
like
gotta
a
go
giant
see it.
giant blinking sign that says certain doom, and they're like, oh.
Wait a minute, it must be some kind of trick. It's gotta be fake. It's gotta be a prank.
Will it be a trick or shall it be a treat? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
So anyway,
And, like,
she
yeah,
gets
she gets fucking-
bisected.
yeah.
Yeah,
She gets fucking bisected.
she gets
It's
Satoru
crazy.
Gojo'd.
And like, not long after this, the tone of the movie changes so fucking fast. It's like it gave me.
Yeah, we just saw
whiplash.
mass murder, and then soon we'll be having a little party.
Yeah, we saw like the titular like horror sequence where they like have all the animatronics kill a random group of nobodies, and then we just go to la 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 la. We're making a pillow fort now. La 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 la.
And yeah, you can have the angle that deep down they're really like good kids
Just
that
little
have
kids.
but maybe touch on it more than once.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
make that part
should
of
have
the
been like that should have been the main theme of the movie. That like these kids are good natured and they're just being controlled or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. We don't see them being like kind enough. If they were nicer to Michael,
No.
maybe.
Well, the only
or
one that
the
ever
other
speaks, the
people.
only one that ever speaks is Golden Freddy, and he's a little cocky
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. What is he? Is he supposed to be the vengeful spirit or something?
I think so. I think this movie. So there's arguments about characters from the books.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of evidence for both. With the movie, I think Golden Freddy has the edge, though.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just his character design, the way he acts in the last scene in the movie. I think that's Scott saying, like, hey, this character has special abilities. Look more into this.
Yeah, okay. Well, or he could just be like, this is cool, guys, right? Theorize about it so I can make up the story for myself.
True. So the next day, Michael's got to find out that the place got trashed. Now, you could write this, oh, he goes to work. Oh, no, what happened? No. Vanessa shows up to his house.
Insane, by the way.
Yeah.
Insane stalker
So,
behavior.
don't know how she knows where that is. I don't know.
She must have, like, I don't understand. Like, I guess, oh no, she had to file a report, right? So she had to get his information. I'm assuming that's what happened. Like, she's like, oh well, the only person that I knew was here was Mike, so I'm gonna talk to the
maybe.
hiring company, get his information, and go to his house.
The hiring company? Yeah, my dad.
I'm gonna go talk to Stephen Raglan.
Yeah. She's like, wait a minute, you look familiar. Have I met you somewhere?
Father, it's me, Vanessa.
I got entered inside of me.
I got entered inside of me, dog.
All right. So, but then they go outside and they have a nice, meaningful little chat. Which
I thought that was a pretty good scene. I thought
yeah,
it was like
there are good. She does say things like, "I know what crazy looks like," and that Michael's lucky to have a loving family, which is foreshadowing. You find out later that her dad's cooked.
Yeah.
Michael's dad.
Yeah, not just cooked, fucking psychotic, destructive. Like, yeah.
It's implied that Michael's dad took his own life.
Oh wait, what'd you say? It's implied that Michael took his own life?
No, Michael's dad.
Oh yeah, you're right. He said he couldn't handle it. He committed suicide. Yeah. What happened to the mom again? Did she leave?
I think she died naturally. They said. I don't know. Actually, she might have left. I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, I forget if she died, or if she just left, and then the father was so fucking heartbroken or whatever that he was like, "Well, goodbye, kids."
Yeah, something like that. Well, I will put it in. I'm sure we talked about it when we were reacting.
Yeah.
So Mike goes back to the place, the pizzeria, and boy, oh boy, does he get to cleaning.
Oh yes,
this dude is a robot vacuum.
How does he do it? How does he do it that fast? Because that place was trashed.
They fucked up everything.
All over the place. All the fucking arcade cabinets and old ass games were destroyed. Tables, chairs were broken and fucked up everywhere.
It looked like nothing happened.
By the time he was done, nothing happened, and he it's not like he's there for like 8 hours. Like isn't the shift 12 to 6?
There's 6-hour shifts. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes so. How did he fucking manage to do that in 6 hours by himself?
Yeah. Also, how much does that pay if it's a 6-hour shift and he can fucking afford a house?
Well, it was 2000, so it was probably like, well, yeah, true. It was 2000, so it was probably like $7, maybe $8
back when the economy existed.
Yeah, back when you could actually like buy a home for yourself without needing to, have to spend have like a fucking like 10,000 year bill payment or mortgage payment to make.
Yeah. All right, so after that, he has another dream about Golden Freddy, the Golden Freddy kid, where he's drawing in the dirt.
Yes.
And I like that scene because it shows that Golden Freddy is more sentient. And we never see the suit moving in the movie. It always teleports.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the games as well. So there's something.
Wait, doesn't like the suit like move its hand like forward? Like when he's like, "Hey, come on with me," and then like, when like Golden Freddy goes like at the end of the movie, when he's like trying to get Abby to come with him, doesn't he like move the hand of the suit?
I think he does, but you never see it walking.
Okay.
And in the games, like if you look at all the mini games and FNaF, the actual FNaF gameplay, that's the weird way to say that. The actual FNaF gameplay, it just teleports everywhere. It teleports in your office. In the 8-bit mini games, it teleports around the establishment. So even if he doesn't always teleport, he's the only one that can.
Yeah, he's the only one that like is able to. Not only he's also able to just move outside of the pizzeria as well.
Yeah, he can leave. He literally. There's a scene in this movie where Golden Freddy pulls up to a kid's house, and people will still say that it's not him in Midnight Motorist, where that exact thing happens. It's like, I don't know, man.
Unless Scott didn't even think about that and was like, oh wait, yeah, it does.
Wouldn't it be cool if he went to someone's house?
Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah. Doesn't even think about it.
That's the real reason he does everything.
Yeah, he just thinks it's cool. Honestly, good for him. That's what he
Yeah.
does.
So we see that he's the only one that talks to Michael, and he's more sentient and aware of what's happening than the rest of the kids.
Mhm.
So yeah, which it's very odd because they imply that like he's the leader of them, right?
Yeah.
Did he not tell them that Spring
he speaks
Bonnie is?
them-
Did he not tell them that William Afton killed him? Because they're helping
don't
William Afton the
know.
whole movie. Vanessa says so.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But if
Like,
Golden
'cause
Freddy's,
he seems to be aware that like the Spring Bonnie is not good.
oh, he
Does
knows.
think that
He
Wait,
tells him this is who killed your brother. He shows him.
does he think that the control that William somehow has over them will make it so that like if he tries to tell them, they'll just retaliate against him or something?
I don't. Well, if it is, they should say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Or-
it made
or-
no
Or
sense.
show you. But
If he was that aware, then how was he not knowledgeable about what was going on with William?
if I had to guess, it would just be that he didn't want that they wouldn't listen. If I had to guess, it would be that they're like, oh no, the yellow rabbit's our friend, and they just wouldn't hear of it. That would be my guess. They don't show us a scene like that. They should have. That would have been a good scene, but that's not in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So he tells Michael that the yellow rabbit fucking killed his brother. Then I think they run a fade on him for some reason. I don't know if that's now or later, but I'm pretty sure he just disappears and they just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's because it's in the scene where they'd like ask, "Here, give us Abby, and we'll give you your brother."
Oh, you're right. That
or,
wasn't
or let you be with your brother or some shit like that.
Nah, that was the other. I don't remember. But they run a fade on him either way at some point, which I thought was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vanessa is very inconsistent, and so is the tone. Because in the next kind of night segment is when the sleepover happens.
Yeah.
Now, this is a scene you can pull off if the larger tone of the movie was different. I think this is very jarring.
It's very weird to have all of this stuff going on when you have a story about a brother who is traumatized by his little brother getting kidnapped and potentially killed by a psychopath. You have this story about him trying to raise a sister on his own,
Serious
as
material,
a
yeah.
father figure. You have all of this stuff going on where it's like clearly a story about a very traumatized guy.
And rotting
that's just
corpses are in there.
Just trying to do his best. A story about these kids. Literally, rotting corpses are inside.
There are
the
dead bodies
animatronics.
right next to them when they're laying down.
And then immediately out of nowhere, we have a fucking scene where you have all the animatronics and Vanessa and Michael. They're all fucking having a little happy
smiling
fun
and building
playtime
pillow
with them.
forts.
It's gonna rain soon.
There are rotting corpses in there as they're speaking.
Sounds like
Yep.
we need a roof. I'll go see what I can find.
Yeah, the tone there's a little off. There's rotting children in there.
Yeah, I know.
Decomposed corpses.
Decomposing bodies inside there. Not to mention, they are still dead children. This is
Yeah.
a story about children that have been
been
kidnapped and
murdered.
killed. Yeah.
And they're lying down next to the fucking rotting corpses. Like, dude,
And Vanessa's
what
loving
are we
it. Vanessa's
doing?
having a lot of fun.
And even though she knows that there are children inside those fucking machines, dude.
And then right after, yeah, she knows they're dead in there. She's like, yay, la 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 la. And right after, they go into the back room, and she's like, oh, these are spring locks. They'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, literally. Like, these are the spring locks. They'll fucking kill you.
It's like a slap in
This
the
is-
face. It's like, oh, we're back to this now.
Also, like, that's like the most overt, like, foreshadowing or, like, Chekhov's gun ever. And it's just like, here, look at this inexplicable device that seems to have no purpose to the larger whole of the story. Or
Careful.
does it?
We were saying, I think I'll play the clip. We were like, why would he make this? Why would he ever make that and then wear it?
And then wear it. Well, knowing the flaws it has, he still chooses to wear
He
it.
invented it, and he was the one that was wearing it.
He invented it. He gave people caution about it because of what happened. Like, oh, damn it, this shit sucks. It keeps killing people. I'm gonna wear it
Anyway.
and kill kids now.
Why would he make that? It makes no sense.
And like, no, we said, why would he wear it?
No, why would he wear it? Because, like, because Vanessa seems to have, like, good knowledge that it's defective and it doesn't work. It's a terrible piece of
So
technology.
he definitely would.
He had to have custom made a version of it himself that wasn't as prone to those same issues. But
Well,
even
we
then,
see
we see
later
at the very end
he walks
that
around
it
like
still fucks up.
yeah, but after a lot of beating, he walks around like a
Yeah.
super tank. He gets shot.
Yeah,
He gets shot and electrocuted.
Does nothing. He gets shot, gets electrocuted, runs around, does nothing.
Yes, he runs around like a fucking NBA player.
The moment that his nuclear-powered cupcake runs and eats a chunk out of the fucking suit, it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
when the rocket,
oh,
yeah,
no.
the nuclear
Yeah.
cupcake.
Like holy
Nuclear.
shit.
Yeah, but he gets shot. He gets like electrocuted. He sprints across the room. He kicks somebody like a soccer ball, like he's Ronaldo, and he's fine. No spring legs. But the cupcake tears a little chunk, and that's too much.
Yeah,
Which
no,
implies
it's-
that the nuclear cupcake is more deadly than bullets.
yeah, now we're power scaling Five Nights at Freddy's. That's when we know we've gone too far.
But then again, why can the cupcake kill people?
I don't know.
Why is it
Like,
designed to have robot? Because
is
think
there-
about
is
that.
there-
Did
is
William
there, like,
Afton
a miniature
design,
child in there? Like, why is there another child
or
in there?
did William Afton design the cupcake to be a killing machine?
Yeah, or is it like, I don't know? Is it like an extension of the child that's inside of Chica's soul?
Well, no. Here, because the sister location robots have. He had to have designed the cupcake with teeth strong enough to kill you, and with a fucking propulsion system. Those had to be features that were designed.
He definitely did not think about it that much. He's just like, guys, what if the
Cupcake could jump?
killed people? Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, because now I'm thinking like, oh shit, what if William built the original animatronics to be deadly as well? Or,
Yeah.
some stupid shit. What if he built the cupcake to be a fucking giant cannonball?
So ridiculous.
Holy shit. Yeah, they build a pillow fort. Pretty fucking stupid. Vanessa is somehow aware that when Abby touches the guitar, it's gonna fucking explode.
Yeah, okay. Why did that even happen?
I don't know, because her hands aren't made of metal unless she's a robot. Lord.
No,
Yeah.
no, but like, I mean, obviously she. Oh shit. Obviously, she would like conduct electricity or whatever, but like, what went wrong with that? Like, why did strumming the guitar specifically
Yeah.
make it electric?
I mean,
also, how did she not die? How did she not die? As a
True,
matter
that
of
shit
fact?
exploded. They show you
That shit
was, like-
exploded. She should have been fucking dead.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we just talked about the
The spark.
was it?
Yeah, the guitar spark.
yeah, and how she should be fucking dead. How Abby should have died unless maybe she is a robot. She was a robot all along. What if every character in this movie was actually a robot and none of them were actually human beings?
Yeah, that's Matt Pat is creaming his pants right now. You better be careful.
Yeah, except for Doug. Doug is the only real guy.
Yeah. He's like, why is everyone around me so weird?
Yeah.
So Vanessa should not be so mad. It's stupid. She's like mad at she's like, I'll shoot you, Mike. How could you take her somewhere so dangerous?
If you
Bitch,
let her
you
be
know!
here again, if you let her go here again, I will shoot you. And like, girl,
She
you
knows.
were just there.
She
You were just there,
knows.
like living. Yeah, she
There
knows,
was dead
and she was
kids,
just
and
there.
She was having fun. There was dead kids, and she was having fun.
Yeah, she was just there, living it up with the dead kids, with Abby, I might add. And then all of a sudden, her own negligence, she's a fucking police officer, dude. Her own negligence, she gets mad at Michael for that. Like, what?
Living it up with the dead kids is crazy.
I know. Like, I mean, like, obviously it's like, okay, well, I don't want to, like, I might as well get along with the dead kids, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's just so tonally inconsistent for
Yeah.
this movie to go that route. And then have it immediately give us another set of whiplash again by going to that scene where she's like, I'm going to shoot you, actually.
Also, Vanessa's just at Freddy's all the time. Like, don't you have other shit to do?
Right.
Like, is this the only thing that happens in the town?
Like, is that like the only thing that happens on your route, girly? Like, is there nothing else going on?
Yeah.
Like, she has to go check out Freddy's. Do you think? I'm assuming she like did it even before Mike was like around. Like, she would just check up on the area every now and
Yeah,
again.
the night guards that were fucking getting churned into fucking
Yeah,
paste.
turned into remnant paste. into
I really need to
Fazbear.
know why that thing's there.
I have no fucking clue.
What is the purpose? Because William had to. I'm sure it's not just there. William had to have put it there, probably.
Unless the animatronics somehow figured out how to build a fucking super saw death murder machine.
Yeah.
I don't see any other reason.
I'm glad that the release controls are conveniently just below where the person's hand would be.
Mhm.
That's very nice of William to. If you have particularly long fingers, you can just.
You can just get out.
You just
You'll
escape.
be fine.
Yeah. So Mike eventually has this like flashback sequence. You know what I'm? This is so dumb. Where they're like, we want Abby, we want to make her into a animatronic or something, and he says he considers it. He even says okay.
He says okay, which is completely out of character for him.
Which
The entire reason he is working at Freddy's to
Yeah.
begin with is because he is not giving up on his ability to care for his sister. He's been persevering through it the entire time, and he even took on this stupid job that is outside of his initial hours to work because he wanted to. He like wasn't able to do it.
he
at
needed
first.
to, yeah, and he didn't want her
Yeah,
to
he
go to a
needed
bad
to.
family. He
Yeah,
wasn't
and,
let
like-
her. Yeah, he won't let her go to her aunt who has a house,
won't let-
but
yeah.
he'll let her go to
and-
dead kids. I still feel like he wouldn't make this decision. You know what I
Did he
mean?
say yes?
He does.
No, he would not make that decision.
Yeah.
No, that's such a like a character assassination right
Yeah.
there.
It's time to let her go, sweetheart.
He goes.
You were never the right
Okay.
person to take care of her.
The whole point is that he's been persevering despite how many times
For her,
people
yeah.
have told him like you're not fit to raise her. He wants to keep her by his side.
He goes back on it now, but I think it's ridiculous to even consider it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I mean, like, I'm in his position. I would immediately say, "Fucking no, no way."
Yeah.
It's just an illusion.
It's like if you took. It's like a fucking. There's a series, if like Naruto, they had to like decide: will you save Sasuke or Sakura? He just wouldn't choose. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "Fuck you," you know.
Yeah, literally. I'll let her go to a dead kid's place.
But not the aunt.
And it makes zero sense for him to double back on that and go, you know what? Yeah, I think you should kill me and let me see my my brother and my parents again. And
Or,
then
it was a perpetual dream or something. He wanted to be in a perpetual
Yeah, yeah.
dream or some shit.
and it was like,
Which, first of all,
After
that
he,
get,
like,
that
is
get
like-
boring as fuck. I love Jake, but no, man, that shit would be. I get tired of his ass eventually.
you asshole. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he literally he fucking dive bombed some guy, he thought was kidnapping a kid he didn't even know. Didn't
Right.
even know that kid. His own sister though. He's like he considers it. I don't think he'd consider it. That's all.
Why was William in Nebraska, dude?
Why was he in Nebraska?
Why was he in Nebraska? Because we know it's him that took Gabe
They
or whatever.
say
his
it.
He outright says it. I kidnapped your brother at the very end of the movie.
First I
killed
rizzed your brother.
then I
Then I
rizzed
rizzed
you.
you. Skibbity, my friend.
And it's like, why were you in Nebraska? Why did you target this random family out in the middle of bumfuck
Hold on.
nowhere?
How far is Utah from Nebraska?
Oh shit! Wait.
He drove
my
for
geography.
11 hours.
That's an 11-hour drive from Utah to Nebraska.
Oh
Unless,
my
like, where was he
God.
living before?
Dude, he is the biggest hater. Holy shit.
He actually drove all the way out there.
That's why people
Dude,
are theorizing
wait.
that Michael in this universe is Henry's son, and that's why he drove that far.
He literally drove across 3 whole states
Dude, apparently that fucking
just to kidnap.
Garrett must have
just to
pissed him
kidnap this
off,
random
bro.
dude.
He must have really not liked the look of that kid.
Yeah. Like they must have been in like Utah for something, or for some reason at some point in the past. He saw that kid, gave him a stink. The kid gave him a stink eye. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna kill you now." And then he follows the family out to Nebraska and
Just-
kidnaps him and kills him.
Just tailing their car the whole way.
Yeah, tailing their car the whole way. It makes no sense. Why was he there? What was his point? What was the point?
I'm guessing it must have been that their family was of significance or something. Like it must have been
I'm gonna have to
an important
assume.
kill. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to assume.
I think that's
But,
a
like,
reveal
there's
they're
got-
saving.
Yeah, it's got to be something like, oh, Mike is actually my son all along, but I gave him to another family or some shit. and I just
Michael,
kept an
I
eye
am
on
your
him.
father.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
it's
not
literally gonna be that
true.
moment. That's impossible.
But then him and Vanessa were flirting, so it would really be a Star Wars situation.
No, yeah, true.
Yeah. So yeah, Golden Freddy pulls up to the crib. To fucking
Kills the
They
aunt.
never say it. They never talk about that. By the way, Aunt Jane's fucking
Yeah.
dead.
How did he just kill her? Also, how did they get away with that? Because there's a body in their house after Golden Freddy leaves. What do they do
Yeah.
with it?
Unless he actually
get-
put her to sleep.
Yeah.
But like the way
Because
the connotation he says it
yeah,
with
the
is
connotation
like,
is that she's dead.
yeah. Like,
Because he's saying like, oh yeah,
silly
she's
Aunt
just asleep.
Jane. She fell asleep.
She's asleep, and you can't see the top half of her body, implying that she got like fucking murked.
Yeah, she got Fredized.
Yeah. And then they obviously go into the taxi to see Corey X Kenshin and have a little
Yeah.
other
That
scene
was
there.
cute. Yep.
That was cute. I did like the fan service for this movie. It was kind of cute. The one bit of fan service I didn't like though was the fucking pillow fort time building because it just made no sense. It
Now,
just
how
felt like
does-
I was in a different. I was in a different movie for like
After
a
this,
solid like 10
Michael
minutes.
Michael gets fucked up, but I can't remember how. Do you know what I'm talking about? At some point, he like winds up
Oh,
in a chair
it's
bleeding.
it's because he got faded in the dream. So what happened was that he got obliterated in the dream by all the kids like fucking stabbing him with like dream
okay.
knives or something,
Okay.
and then he woke up and he was in the creepy murder torture chair.
And Vanessa's
and
just
then
back.
He got out. Yeah, and Vanessa's just back. I think he escaped, but like he had to like fight off the animatronics. I think
Oh,
he, like, his
Foxy,
leg
yeah,
got
Foxy
bit.
or some shit
Yeah,
ran up on his ass.
his leg got bit. He like tried to
Oh,
escape
yeah,
or something. Yeah.
Cupcake.
He had like
bites
this whole sequence where he
rocket
tried to
propulsion
escape.
Cupcake bites his leg or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He manages to. Vanessa manages to like save him, and then she tends to his wounds again, and then she's like, "I'm not gonna be able to help you if he's there."
Yeah, because she saes that. Then you get to reveal that Vanessa is William's daughter.
Which was crazy when we first saw it, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Like-
people were saying that Vanessa is his daughter in the games too, which would not make a lot of sense because that would mean like he was nutting in somebody when he was like 79.
Stop.
Yeah. I don't want to think.
79. I don't want to think about that either, man.
It's like, oh yeah, babe, you want my remnants?
Let me harvest your remnant real quick.
Right.
But obviously they imply that like he was. I mean, as if it was a surprise to begin with.
Yeah, he's
but
abusive.
It's
for
implied
sure.
that he's extremely abusive
sure.
psychologically, potentially physically too.
Can't
Because clearly she does not believe that she's going to be able to do anything against him because she's that scared and that traumatized by him.
William doesn't give a shit about his kids in any continuity.
Yeah,
He,
no.
He leaves Michael to raise his brother by himself at the age of 12. He always tells his daughter how disappointed he is of her in the books, and
Yep.
In this he does the same thing.
With Vanessa.
Yeah, and so she's like a reluctant follower essentially.
Yeah.
She does what he says, but she clearly doesn't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I think
it's just that he has that much of like a hold on
presence,
her.
yeah, a presence and power over her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's supernatural or anything like that.
No, I don't
I think
either.
it's just psychological trauma. That's all it is.
I think that's the same thing with Michael Afton.
Yeah. But then after that,
I think they're meant to parallel each
Michael-
other
Yeah, for sure.
because
Yeah.
they both serve the role of William's children that do what he says.
I do what he says.
Yeah.
Like inadvertently or reluctantly, like get into his schemes, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
But after that happens, Michael like suits up. He gets his fucking taser and goes off to Freddy's again to save Abby.
Oh no, this is when the cupcake launches at him at light speed. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes to save Abby. He tases the animatronics or whatever.
Yeah, he fucking electrocutes them with water.
Yeah. He has the water. Yeah.
Chica
yeah.
tries to fucking spring lock Abby.
which is insane.
Yep.
And then after all that happens, I think he tases. He gets like Freddy or Chica, and it's Chica, right? He gets Chica straight in the eye. Like, dude has good aim.
Yeah, that's pretty good. She gets all dopey faced.
Yep. And then they try to leave, but what stops them from leaving?
It's Abby has to hide from Foxy in a ball pit, and Michael runs into William. William pulls up. And admittedly, this is a good scene.
Yeah. The way that they have him move is really cool.
Yep.
Because he doesn't. It's like he's not trying to act like human when he's moving. Basically, it's a cool detail.
Yeah, he moves creepily. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Vanessa, that's when Vanessa saves Abby from the ball pit. The time traveling ball pit.
Yeah,
and then after that happens, it's the fight sequence between William and it's more like just William beating the shit out of Michael.
Yeah, I get why he wears the Springtrap suit because it gives him more power. But, like, dude, he has to be careful, man. That thing is
Yeah,
not.
no.
In the games, it goes off because he's fucking a bit of water drips onto him.
Literally, it's just the tiniest bit of moisture. I would assume that sweat would do the same thing, and that suit seems like it's like really hot and doesn't have a lot of like
Yeah.
good aeration in it.
Or if he's wearing that dress shirt under there and the fucking fabric gets caught on it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
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 And then
But no, he
tanks like
a taser.
Yeah.
He's doing like superhero
taser
moves.
does nothing.
Purple guy, right? Purple, no, just the purple
This
guy.
is the purple guy.
Just the purple guy.
They did this scene really well.
Yeah. The way he moves is really cool.
Yeah.
If only like there was an actual premise behind his motivations or anything like that.
Yeah, if only they like described why.
How does he not get tased from
How did the
after?
spring locks not go off?
Yeah, that's my question too. He's able to move around like and run around in this.
Yeah, with no.
And-
in the
and-
games, they imply that if you fucking budge, you see the broom?
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, even in this, if you budge, you get killed.
Unless he like purposefully perfected that version of the suit, which clearly he didn't because it's still.
Well, yeah, but then they should tell you that.
Yeah.
Despite the entire thing being made out of metal,
Hey, facts. The spring locks are made out of metal.
the spring locks are made out of metal. The tasers do nothing unless it's like the main part of the animatronic. Just like
It's fur.
I guess maybe it wasn't able.
But
maybe
I
it
still
wasn't
feel like there'd
conductive
be enough
enough.
voltage in a fucking taser.
Yeah, and not to mention, I don't know. Actually, wait, did he tase any of the animatronics directly, like in their chest or anything? Because Chico's is in the eye, which is attached to the exoskeleton, which is made of metal, obviously. So
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And the only reason he shut down Bonnie,
You
and,
taste the cupcake.
uh,
Cupcake's made of metal.
oh yeah, then why does the fucking Springlock Bonnie suit not get fuck him up too?
Because then the film would end anticlimactically.
Oh, true. I see.
Farewell, Michael Schmidt. Ah!
He just drops down.
Why did William have kids?
But after getting tased, in which
Alright, go ahead.
after getting tased, in which the spring locks still don't activate, he gets shot by Vanessa with a bullet that grazes off of it somehow, and it still doesn't activate the spring locks.
Yeah.
What activates the spring locks in the end is when Abby
Draws a thing. Yeah.
draws a thing, and then the cupcake dashes at him, bites a chunk out of that ass, and then fucking all of a sudden the spring locks start working again. Like, why?
Yep.
Also,
Yeah.
how are like the drawings and shit related to everything that's happening?
The idea is that that's how you communicate to spirits in the in the FNaF series. Their memories are all fucked up, and it's just something Scott's been doing lately with the different material.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that really subtly earlier in the movie. Drawings are so important to children. Hello, viewers. This will come into play later.
I mean, her main thing was drawing. And
That's
it seemed
true.
to be
That's
like
true. At least
it
they
seemed
made
to be
that part
her
of the
main
character.
thing.
Yeah.
It seemed to be her main thing. She just likes to color and draw all the time.
Yeah. But
So much
like I
so
said,
that like it was like a detriment.
why does William have kids in the first place?
Right. Like did he just like have kids to have his little minions? Is that the
I'm
purpose of
guessing it
them?
is literally to have experiment victims or minions. Yes. Like, nobody will suspect me if it's all of my kids who die.
Because like a part of me wants to believe that at some point this like if God forbid William is an actual character that has any depth or like story written to him, that maybe at some point he was like, oh yeah, I actually love the woman that I'm with and I'm gonna have kids with her. And then something happened which caused him to go completely off the rails.
Have to be a
and
big
just start
something.
neglecting. Yeah, I like it's just that's the thing about this entire series. We don't fucking know anything.
No.
All you can do
Michael's
is
the only
guess.
actual character.
Yeah. Like it makes no sense.
And he has one line of dialogue.
Do people think that William Afton is a good villain? Because I just don't
People think he's designed
he's
well
not-
and intimidating.
I mean, yeah, but he's just not a character.
He's not a character, no.
Yeah, he's just like a caricature, if you will.
Which-
Just like what Scott thinks is a bad person. Is basically it.
I hate when people say that William cares about his children because there's no evidence for it, which makes it
Yeah.
all the worse that he looks sad after killing Vanessa in this movie. He was visibly directed to say, they said, "All right, look sad." Like I'll show the clip. He looks upset and like, "Oh, I wish I didn't have to do that." Which implies that there's some greater significance here to what he's doing.
Right.
What could that possibly be?
I don't know.
I have no fucking idea why he does anything.
It makes no sense.
I don't know why he started killing. I don't know why he keeps killing. I don't know why he's a career counselor. I don't know why he built a metal death chair and put it in an abandoned building.
It doesn't make any fun. I just
He
don't
gets
understand
nothing.
it.
William gets nothing.
He gets nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like he has even less reason to be doing all this shit in this universe too, because he doesn't seem to have the fame that he's known for or at least he doesn't care
No,
about it.
no.
He doesn't have any money. I mean, if he does have any money, where's it all going? Like, what's he doing?
Yeah,
Because
that's what
like
I mean.
he is the owner of a business that popped off. Even if like it failed, he should have a ton of money left over in savings unless he's spent it all doing something crazy. I don't like it. Just doesn't like, and like I'm doing all this guesswork here. It doesn't make any sense. We don't know anything about
I'm
him.
assuming he must be. We'll find out the next movie, I'm sure. I'm assuming he must still be running experiments on immortality or some
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know.
Yeah. So we've been complaining for a while, but there are good parts of the movie. It has heart. Set design's fantastic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One
They did a
great, amazing set design and character design.
Yeah, no, they did a really really good job. The Springtrap suit, I did not expect it to like look as good as the original design does in FNaF 3 because I think Springtrap is like one of the most well designed
Yeah.
like characters in the entire series.
hmm
But they made it look really good in the movie. They did a great job at recreating it.
Abby,
And like
great child actor as well. I was very
and
impressed.
I love Matthew Lillard so much. He was good in the scenes he was in. I just wish they used him more because that
Yeah.
was like so much wasted
Underused.
potential for such an incredible actor.
Barely appears.
Like, yeah. My God.
What
Josh
else?
Hutcherson I thought was still good.
He's good, yeah.
I thought
Josh
he was
Hutcherson
good,
does a
yeah.
really good job.
Yeah, he did a good job despite like all the roles.
I actually like Michael's character. I just wish he got more to do.
Yeah.
And I
It's
wish-
just like
I
it
wish
doesn't
there
feel
was
like
more-
it doesn't feel like
yeah.
a complete story. It doesn't feel like there's like a resolution or anything happening. And it's clear that he wanted to make a second movie. So they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna leave all this up in the air." Ooh.
Yeah.
But this is in a coma. When's you gonna wake up? Ooh. Like.
When will he get edited inside of him? What would you do for the next one? What would you put in the next movie? Just get anything that you think would be cool.
I mean, personally, I really feel like these movies should just be their own self-contained story, which I think is what's going on. I would hope. Because I feel like trying to connect us like a bunch of movies to a video game series in which people would have to play the games or have some understanding of how it works.
Oh,
is
you poor
stupid.
thing, you sweet summer child.
It's stupid as fuck.
You cannot possibly understand the game lore without
My
reading
bad.
at least 8 books.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't make any sense, which is why I'm assuming that like it's probably just going to be its own separate thing. What I would like to see is more rhyme and reason behind anything that William was doing in the
An
first
actual
in this
plot
movie.
that
I want an actual plot. I want them to have the tone stay consistent.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure one of the biggest complaints that the movie got was that scene that we were talking about where they had the pillow fort building thing, and I'm hopefully they don't do shit like that again. I know they did that just because there are a lot of like, I don't know, like younger fans of the series that they probably wanted to like give that little fan service to, and like it was cute for sure, but not when it's like surrounded by a bunch of really traumatic and terrible
you gotta know
things
the
happening.
context of
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah,
Just surrounded by this custody case and dead kids
I just
and
don't know.
a murderer.
It would be crazy if the second movie takes place like 20 or 30 years after the first one, and it's Abby as the main character this time.
You know
instead.
what? That'd be interesting. And he's actually Springtrap that because 30 years is
Yeah.
how long he spends in the back room in the games.
Yeah, that would be cool. I feel like that would be the best. I feel like that would be the natural progression, unless they really want to keep Josh Hutcherson as Mike. I don't know what he would do though. Like, where's the story going to go from here?
That's
like,
what I mean.
Unless they have some secret crazy thing about his past to be revealed,
Well,
which
I'm
will
sure.
make absolutely no sense.
I think his brother possesses the puppet
Uh,
in this universe.
is the puppet a thing?
Yeah,
in this universe?
they play the puppet's music box in the last part of the credits after the Living Tombstone song.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They play the puppet's music box. Yeah.
I didn't hear that. I think we left after Living Tombstone song played. or
No,
right
yeah, I
as
looked it
playing.
up on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks.
So it's hard for me to say where I'd want it to go because, to be honest with you, nothing really gets set up.
No, yeah.
The only
it doesn't feel like this
yeah.
movie needs a sequel because there's like nothing there to like.
The only plot
Set
point,
up anything.
the only plot point is that Michael wants to find his brother, but he already kind of found out what happened to him.
Yeah, he found out that William killed him and he got justice because William.
And he
got
really
fucked
got
up.
fucked up. So that's kind of his arc over.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
really
all he
know
wanted.
what there's left to do. William got fucked up.
And it's like William did not imply.
Abby
that there was
gets to
anything else going
stay
on.
with Mike because the aunt fucking died.
Yep.
Vanessa,
Like, they get to
I guess.
stay.
Vanessa finally stood up to her father.
And I guess she
Vanessa, yeah.
lives, but like we don't know what's gonna happen after the fact. It's like these characters don't have a lot of room to like go anywhere.
Yeah,
Which is
Vanessa,
why I think that the most logical step
Yeah.
is to have a time skip for the next movie.
yeah, I think you're right. Because
Because
everything that was set up
William
in
does
this
not
movie,
imply. Yeah, go ahead.
everything that was set up in this movie got paid off. Every character, like, oh,
Yeah.
I can't stand up to my father, stood up to him. Oh, I don't have custody of my sister, gets custody. Oh, I don't
Gets
know where my
custody, yeah,
brother
right.
is, finds out where the brother is.
Finds his brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
yeah.
don't want. Oh, I don't want to. Yeah. It's like. I mean, like William doesn't seem to imply that there's anything else going on with Mike to begin with, and I would assume that if he was planning on killing him in that moment, he would try to reveal something because he revealed that he killed his brother already. Like, why stop there? But it's like, I just don't see Michael's character going anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason for Vanessa to come back at this point,
And they could have
unless
done
they have
a
something crazy to do with her.
they could have done a Stephen King It situation where William gets away and then 30 years later Abby starts seeing signs that he's back.
Yeah,
They could have done something like, oh
that.
shit, this guy that fucked me up when I was a kid is back or whatever. But
Yeah.
no, he's in the back room, so there won't be anything going on for at least a while. Especially with Golden Freddy watching over him.
Just ridiculous.
So I really don't know where they're gonna go. If I had to ask one thing, I think your idea is great. I think they should do Abby when she's older.
Yep, that would be my first
think
guess.
that's a great idea.
I'm just like, I just don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know.
And I don't think
what
anyone would
Scott's thoughts
expect it
are.
either. I don't think anyone would expect it. There to be a 30-year time skip.
Yeah, and like honestly, I wonder if they could like do the whole FNaF 3 thing, where it's like Abby
Is in Fazbear Frights?
is like in Fazbear Frights or something. That would be kind of cool.
Maybe.
But I don't think they're gonna do that specifically. Though. Like I'm
No.
just throwing out ideas. There's just like, what can they do in this universe? Because let's be honest here, Five Nights at Freddy's is nothing more than a series about animatronics and a crazy guy.
Well,
and
we've always said
ghosts.
this. We've always said this. Michael Afton, they could have made a fantastic story out of him.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That character is the only one I think that actually has like
Any
potential.
depth, any potential,
Yes.
yeah, anywhere to go.
This conflicted,
And
abused boy that has to deal with what his father's doing, has to try to make up for it.
And if like
Yeah.
if Scott stopped worrying about what the fans would think about his like plot developments all the fucking time, he could write a really good story out of William as well and make him
Yep,
like
just
a really
a
compelling
character
villain.
drama between father and son.
Yeah, you do
That's
not
it.
have to make William like an empathetic villain. You don't have to make him
Yes,
like a guy.
you can make
that's
him an
just- that's
asshole that Michael's
yeah,
trying.
you can
he's
make
like,
him a total
yeah.
complete asshole.
And
Like, it
Mike's
could
in
be like a
denial.
fucking
He's-
man
yeah.
versus nature thing. Yeah.
Mike's in denial. He's like, no, I know, he's like, oh, I'm sure I want to do good for my father. I want to,
But he's not good, and he has to realize that himself. Like, oh, my father's not good. He's not going to change. I have to do something.
And
about it,
I could
that's
see the
like-
element that William would tell Michael, hey, we're doing all these experiments to help bring your siblings back. But William doesn't actually think that. Like, he's doing it to figure out immortality for himself or whatever. But he's telling
Or
Michael,
just
like,
to,
oh
like,
yeah, the
yeah.
reason we're doing these experiments is for you, is for our family. That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be
just like a bunch of like gaslighting and
yeah.
manipulation.
But he doesn't
just to
actually
show
care.
us.
He just uses that as an excuse to get Michael to do work. They could have done such a great series with Michael Afton and William Afton. But they were too scared to.
Because
you'd
they were
have
too scared because
you'd have to confirm things about the plot for that to happen.
yeah, and then the main draw of Five Nights at Freddy's goes away once you confirm things about the story.
Yeah, that's why I'm so
That's
glad
the-
I got in on it. Because people watch this far, I'll tell them it's kind of an infinite content farm. Because there's so much speculation and none of it will ever get answered that you can pretty much make
it's
a
never
video
getting
on
answered.
anything.
The moment Scott starts confirming anything or revealing a single thing about Five Nights at Freddy's and things that are true, and he starts wrapping up plot lines, that's the end of the series as a whole. Because the
Yep.
only reason it's been able, like, it's definitely a good series of games. I'll give
No,
it that. but, like,
I
at
don't
the
think
same
anything
time-
blows up for no reason. I think he definitely
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
great
no.
idea and he
It's a
executed the
good
mystery
series of
portion
games.
well.
It's a good series of games. It had like a good foundation, but over the years, it has gone absolutely nowhere.
Oh, hog wild, yeah.
There's no material for it to like adapt, like no material that's actually like usable. It's all just a bunch of this person said, that person said shit, or just a bunch of visual storytelling that has 8 billion different interpretations because nobody knows the fuck is going on.
Yeah, my whole series is 100 different interpretations.
It makes no sense. I hate it. It's just like clearly he never intended it to be this complicated. Like Five Nights at Freddy's was probably always meant to just be a series about a bunch of haunted.
He said
animatronics
Game
inside
3
of
was
a-
going to be
in-
the last one.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure people believe that games 1, 2, and 3 are their own self-contained story, and then games 1, 2, 3, and 4 are also their own self-contained story or something.
If you think about it, games 1 through 3 were incredibly simple.
Yeah, it's literally just bad guy that like is related to like the establishment somehow.
Yep. Kills
Killed a bunch of
animatronics. Now
kids,
we put their
put
spirits to
them-
rest.
Yeah, puts them. Yeah, we're putting their spirits to rest. They've been haunted. That's why they're attacking people. It's like it was a very simple, very clean story that didn't have a lot of depth to it because it didn't need to. It's a video game.
Remnant.
It's just a horror game. But now we get like, oh yes, there's actually Remnant now.
Ball
oh
Pit.
yes, actually there's Ball Pit and Fazgoo now.
Matthew Patrick is now pregnant.
You see, we're doing a crossover with Spider-Man, and the Venom symbiote's now an animatronic as well. Like, like I just can't. Like, there's no consistency with the story. He doesn't know what he wants to do with it, and there's no confidence in his writing.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, fun movie, enjoyable movie, not the
Weird
greatest plot,
series.
but I don't think it's trying to be.
No, I mean the movie did not need to be like crazy good.
The Godfather,
I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, it did not have to be crazy good. I just really wish that it knew what it was trying to do at the very least.
Yeah.
That's my biggest gripe with it because it just doesn't feel like it's a movie that understands itself.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to The Dreading Hour, episode 1. We will be back sometime, maybe next week or in a couple weeks. Thanks for hopping on with me today. I will see you all later.